Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Dossier. Perfume brand Dossier is a brand that makes inspired fragrances from big names, big houses, big hits in the fragrance community, and they have quite an extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio, usually around at the moment I think around 50 perfumes altogether. I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price they are quite impressive. So this one in particular is called Dossier Ambery Saffron EDP 50 ml. This one retails for £40, but always you can get a discount and vouchers from brand Dossier. Don't forget to take advantage of those if you are interested in their perfumes. So at the moment they have a winter sale. I think this one is down to 26 or 27 pounds. For that price, this is a very good perfume. So this one is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540, and it's very close to it. I would say around 90 to 95% close in terms of smell profile, in terms of DNA, in terms of how it feels. And to be honest with you, it's not much difference between this and Baccarat Rouge 540. If you put them side by side, it's very hard to pick them apart. In terms of presentation, they always are on the simple side. Very simple packaging, very simple box, very simple the bottle, the cap. The cap is magnetic, which is very nice, and also the bottles are quite handy to take away, you know, to go outside with it, maybe in the bag, maybe in the glove compartment of a car, maybe in your desk at work. It's very useful and handy in that way. Atomizers are very good because they are pressurized, and also they are the packaging are recyclable, which is good for the environment, and also is good for us consumers. We don't pay for the packaging here. So the perfume itself, is first thing first, longevity. I'm happy to say is very good. On my skin went easily over 8 hours. On t-shirt and materials goes easily over 10 hours. So it's a very good performer. And in terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around 2 to 3 hours, and after that slowly subside. We always have a good bubble, good cloud, and a good trail behind you. I put 10 sprays of it on me to test it, and it was ample enough for me to smell it all day, and also the next day I woke up, I could smell it strongly on the t-shirt. So a very good performer in that term. So who's it for? This is definitely, I would say, on the mature side, because it's got that Baccarat Rouge 540 burnt, sugary, little bit of bitterness, little bit of that sour feel to it as well. So that sour, sweet and bitter feel to it, mixing it a little bit on the mature side. I think a mature person will appreciate this better than a youngster. In terms of season, this is better suited for cooler weather. At the moment we are in the middle of winter, and I tested it, and it's very good for this time of year. I don't think this is I mean, it's got some freshness, so you can use it in other seasons, but if it's a very high heat in summer, I think it could be cloying. And in terms of gender, this is bang in the middle, unisex, as Baccarat Rouge 540 is. This one is no difference. This one is completely unisex. Anybody, ladies and men, can wear it, no problem. And in terms of occasion, this is very versatile. You can use it dress up, dress down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal, evening, daytime, anything you want. And it's quite opulent that you can use it in special ceremonies and going out and close encounter and dating and clubbing. And also it's got some freshness to it and simplicity to it that you can use it casually, like going to work, gym and things like that. So it's very good and this term. So let's get to the perfume itself. As I said, this is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540 no no doubt whatsoever that is the case here, because the second you, if you are familiar with Baccarat Rouge 540, the second you smell it, it just takes you there. No deviation, no change here, no signature, no what you call it, twister here, nothing. It's just straight Baccarat Rouge 540. If you like the Baccarat Rouge 540, you love this for the price. This is a tenth of price of Baccarat Rouge 540, both Eau de Parfum and Parfum. So you can do the math. It's much more affordable, reasonably priced than Baccarat Rouge 540. But you're not compromising too much on the quality here. The quality, the Baccarat Rouge 540 quality is maybe twice of this, maybe 2 times better, but the price is about 10 times more. So you're not losing in that term either. I absolutely enjoyed it for the last 2 days. This is a very good mixture of ingredients in here, good perfumery, smells great, and it doesn't smell harsh or chemical or synthetic. Obviously for this price point we're expecting synthetic elements, but they've done a good job of covering those synthetic elements like iso super and ambroxan in here very well, with other notes which are quite on the natural side of things. So let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. So on top, this is according to Fragrantica. On top we have saffron and orange blossom. In the middle you have cedar, plum and jasmine. In the base we have amber, oakmoss and balsam fir. So everything in here I get, but I get more stuff which are not mentioning. For example, spices, they're not mentioning cinnamon and nutmeg in here, which I can smell quite distinctly, although the saffron is the biggest player in terms of the spices in here, and that gives them the perfume warmth and depth and quite a leathery feel as well. So the leathery feel of this fragrance is coming from that saffron, which is quite a big player in here. Orange blossom and the jasmine in here giving it a little of that white floral feel, but they're not a huge player, they are mainly in the background. The plum in here giving a hint of that fruitiness, but again it's not a huge player, but you can detect it is there. The cedar sandalwood combination in here is very well done, and it's very clean in the base, and also it's got a little bit of musky feel to it, overall quite clean. The amber in here is effervescent and a deep amber, so it's a combination of the both ambers in here, which is quite impressive. So you're getting a deep, dense, thick, spicy, sweet amber, but also you're getting an effervescent, airy, transparent, see-through amber as well, and that is the appeal of Baccarat Rouge 540, and is here as well, very much so. The Oakmoss and the Fair Balsam here giving it a little bit of earthiness, little bit of that green aspect, little bit of leafiness, little bit of camphousness, little bit of balsamic feel to it, but again they are in the background mainly, and they're not going to be full front. So if you like perfumes that are quite woody, this is very woody. So from the get-go to the end, always woody, quite spicy from the get-go, from the beginning to the end, and that spices are saffron, cinnamon and nutmeg. Especially the saffron is by far the biggest player, and that gives it the leathery feel in the base. The leather is here in quite clean as well. It's not anything like animalic or funky or a very rugged leather in here. The amber, as I said, there are 2 kinds of amber in here, which is very nice, and that is the effervescent amber, see-through amber, the airy amber, and also the deep, dense, thick, resinous amber as well, which is very nice. Warm spiciness, which is mainly from the saffron. The saffron is doing the heavy lifting in here. Is majority of the what you smell in terms of the spices are the saffron, but you can get a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg as well in here. White florals are very nice in here to give it that little bit of softness in the mid, but they are not a huge player, and it's quite mossy, earthy, camphorous, and little bit of balsamicness, and also it's got that sweet and sour feel to it, and also sweet and little bit of that sweet and bitterness to it as well, which that makes it a little bit of mature on the mature side. hint of fruitiness which is coming from that plum, but again it's not a big player, and it's quite sweet, but the sweetness in here is done very well because it's quite balancing act between everything in here. So the sweetness is not a huge player that it runs away and gives you a headache, and it gives you so like a sickness feeling or anything like that, because there are so many big hitters in here grounding that sweetness. And the sweetness, as I said, is like a balancing act between the sweet and sour, and sweet and bitterness in here is quite well done, and also quite leathery, which is mainly coming from that saffron feeling of leather. But leather in here is quite clean. Again, it's not a rugged leather, it's not an animalic or anything like that. So if you like the combination of the notes, if you like what I described, if you like Baccarat Rouge 540, this is a no-brainer to me. For the price, is very well done, very well put together, smells great, performs well, reasonably priced, so everything about it is positive. The only thing you can take away from this is, if you don't like the DNA of Baccarat Rouge 540, this could be too much for you, because at the end of the day, Baccarat Rouge 540 is quite an acquired taste, is not everybody's cup of tea. In the beginning, when I smelled Baccarat Rouge 540, I didn't like it, but slowly I liked it more and more, and also now is one of my favorite DNA of fragrances. I wear them very happily. For the last 2 days I wore this very and enjoyed it very much, so especially now in the middle of the winter. Okay guys, so highly recommend it for people who like this kind of perfumes. If you like, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me, and also you help me to get traction with the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse, as it is making the rich and big YouTubers richer and getting small YouTubers smaller and poorer. And that is a shame, because many of smaller YouTube reviewers are going to be out of business very quickly. And if you help me, I could stay this endeavor for longer. I could survive this expensive hobby and bring you this unknown, very underrated, very under radar perfumes which nobody else is talking about. The reason is because they go for big names and big hits to get more traction and more views from their channels. And I don't do that. I go for the smallest companies, because I want to give them a chance of competing with big players. Okay guys, please don't forget to hit those buttons. And also, if you want to purchase one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge personality. They are very big, they are very bold, they are very artistic, unique, they are very long lasting. They are like time capsule, they take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I see you later. Bye.